All right, guys, we are back with top 4 hat format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got YCS champ Denis Nadas on the left playing Hieratic Rulers versus Randy Nguyen on the right playing Lightsworn Rulers. Looks like Denis is going first. Normal summons Esset. You can normal summon Esset without tributing. And special summon Sue from his hand. You can special summon Sue from your hand by tributing a face-up Hieratic monster. So all the Hieratics have this effect. When they're tributed, you special summon a dragon type normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Now, Randy was the 1 seed in this tournament, while Denis was the 4 seed. Traditionally, the 1 seed just doesn't win the whole thing. It's happened more often in Hat compared to Edison, because in Edison, the 1 seed rarely won. But that's also a much smaller sample size, so we'll see. So it looks like Denis is going to go for Hieratic King of Attune. That one, you need 2 level 6 Dragon-type monsters to make it. You detach a material, special summon a Dragon-type monster from your deck. Its attack and defense becomes 0. And also, Attune cannot attack the turn to use that effect. But they get around it by, they put the Gaia Charger on top of it. It's turn 1, so it doesn't matter. But the Gaia Charger is a rank 7, just a Piercer. But you can put it on top of a level 5 or 6 XYZ monster. Alright, so Denis brings out Tempest from his deck. Then special summons Blaster from his hand by banishing 2 dragons from his graveyard. He goes for Mecha Phantom Beast Dracosack. Dracosack, you can attach a material to special summon 2 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens. While you control a token, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. It has another effect, but we'll go over it if Denis decides to use it. I guess something I didn't think about that I could go do is just go search the cards, right? Card search. Oop. So Randy activates Solar Recharge. Where's Dracosack? There it is. Here's Dracosack. That's Dracosack's effect. Now let's get back to the duel. Maybe whenever my I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so Randy Solar Recharges. Did mill, discards Garoth. He did mill Zephyros. Now he uses Raiden's effect to send the top 2 cards from your deck to the graveyard. He mills Lila and Honest. So he's got 2 Lightsworns in the grave already. 3 light monsters with different names. Which is important in this deck because they usually play Light Ray Diabolos. So here comes Randy with the Foolish Burial. Now Randy's still kind of new to the channel. He did win 1 Edison tournament, but he's never made the finals in Hat. So we'll see if he can get to his first finals. While Denis has been the most accomplished Hat player on the channel. He's already made the finals 4 times and won 3 out of the 4. So we'll see if he can make his 5th finals. So Randy Foolish's Wolf. Now, does he go for a level 8 Synchro? Does he go for Exciton Knight? Can he make Exciton Knight? I don't think Denis has enough cards for him to go Exciton. Because he can go like Exciton. Let's see. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think he can go Exciton. Is there a way for him to go Exciton? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he could go Exciton, right? Oh, but then the problem is Dracosack. You would have to blow up, and then he'd still have the Dracosack on the field, because the Dracosack will protect itself. Yeah. That's the only problem. Dracosack would protect itself. And let's see. What else can he make? He can maybe attack the tokens first, then make 101. The problem is Denis has that Attune on the field that Randy needs to get rid of as well. Yep. So Randy, let's see. Oh, choose Lavalval Chain. Okay. Lavalval Chain, Detach Wolf. That gives them 1, 2, 3 names. So Lavalval Chain's effect is you can detach a material to send any card from your deck to the graveyard or put any monster on top of your deck. So he chooses to send Wyvern, Eclipse Wyvern. Eclipse Wyvern, when it's sent to the graveyard, you can banish a level 7 or higher light or dark dragon-type monster from your deck. And when Eclipse Wyvern gets banished, you add that dragon to your hand. So it looks like Randy's going to crash. How strong is Attune? Is it 25 or 26? I think it's 25. So now he's going to special summon Blaster by banishing Lavalval Chain and Eclipse Wyvern. And, oh, I think he needed the Fire Monster to grab back JD. So now Randy's gonna special summon JD, pay 1,000. So yeah, you see there, Draco Sack protected itself, but Randy paid a second time with JD. JD should only be once per turn. That's one thing that I've always bothered me. That you can keep paying. It should be once per turn. Then the card wouldn't be as good. Like you're already blowing up all the cards. But then I guess Gores would be so much better against JD. So end phase Randy Mills 4 does hit a Necrogarna. Now I wonder why he dropped it in defense mode. There must be a reason. I can't really think of the reason why he dropped it in defense mode. But usually you drop monsters in defense mode to play around 101 Silent Arc or the hands. But I don't think Denis plays the hands or 101 in his extra deck. But we'll find out. I just noticed both these guys have their right arm sleeved up. All right. So Denis special summons Redox by banishing. Did he banish Blaster? Yeah. So Blaster is getting, when it gets banished, you add a fire drag type monster from your deck to your hand. So he adds Flamebow Guard. Now he's going to Synchro. Oh, he's going to XYZ summon first. He must have consonants. Big Eye the JD. Yep. He Big Eyes the JD. Is debating on summoning it in attack or defense. He can't attack with the Big Eye, but I think in hat format you're just so used to bringing out your monsters in defense mode because of the hands and because of 101. So now he activates Gold Sark. So for those guys who don't know Big Eye, it's basically like a Snatch Steal. You just take a monster your opponent controls. It's actually better than a Snatch Steal because you can take face downs as well. And it's permanent. So Denis with the Gold Sark. Yeah, Denis is the only person I see who Gold Sark Soul Charge. Because, I mean, this is the only decks that play Gold Sark are Dragon Ruler decks. And Denis is one of the few ruler players at the local. There's a few others, but not much. There's way too many hat players. All right, we'll see if Randy can get out of this one. I mean, he could drop another JD. Illumina can bring him back in this game. So one thing I want to talk about, they had this large PS5 tournament in Southern California, and I was looking at the top 8 decks. And I was surprised at how many Mermail players they had, because just the local scene is just different. Where our locals, no one's playing Mermail. And now that the Sheriff Los isn't playing as much, no one's playing that deck. I think people don't believe in it. At least in my local, people don't think the deck's that good. I think the deck's okay. It has some good matchups, but I don't like it. Alright, so now Denis special summons Tempest. Randy already used the Necro, and this should be game. Yeah, so Denis takes game 1. 1 win away from getting back to another finals. We'll see if Randy can pull off the Legacy 2-0 or the Backdoor 2-0. I am rooting for Randy. I want to see him get to his first finals in hat. Now, out of these two decks, which do I prefer? The thing I like about the Hieratic Ruler deck is that it has Wing Beat. It's like basically Heavy Storm for this deck. Versus the one, so I would probably lean more towards Hieratic Rulers because Lightsworn, one of the issues with this deck, I feel, is that it gets caught in the crossfire of, like, because Bujins is such a popular deck that a lot of people side deck Light Imprisoning Mirror. So I think it hurts Lightsworn as well. Like, and they get hurt by Emptiness. Even Crow can hurt them at times too. So, yep. I guess you can make the argument Hieratic Rulers get hurt by Light Mirror as well, but they have Wing Beat. So, yeah, I think I give the slight edge to Hieratics. Okay, so Randy's hand must be slow. He just normal summoned Raiden and passed. Alright, we'll see. But I've played a few times against this Lightsworn deck. Their hand may look slow like this, but then they can just beat you. Like turn 2. Alright, so Denis special summons the Cyber Dragon. This one's just a Cyber Dragon, except it can't attack when you special summon it that way, which is something I didn't know. So Randy activates Needlebug Nest. Mills, Necro Blaster, JD Emptiness, and also that card that Minerva Lightsworn, when it's I think it's when it's sent to the graveyard, you mill the top card of your deck. Dennis Chains Maxi. Maxi is a quick effect hand trap. You can discard from your hand to the graveyard. For the rest of the turn, each time your opponent special summons a monster, you draw one card. So now Randy activates Recharge, discards Jane, draws 2, is going to mill JD and Curry Bandit. We'll see if Randy drops BLS. I know how much he loves that card, so it's probably in his deck somewhere. Or maybe he cited it out. Okay, so what will Randy do? I think he might go for Crimson Blader. I think Crimson Blader's the play. It completely shuts down Dennis's deck. Actually, Dennis and I played in Swiss. He beat me round 2, I think. And he beat me with Crimson Blader, but it wasn't necessarily the Crimson Blader. It just, he stopped me from because I remember I had 2 Miracle Furts and a Field Spell up. And his hand was really bad. His only play was to make Crimson Blader. He Crimson Bladered over my red tree. And then he Crimson Bladered over something. I can't remember what it was. It might have been Aurea. Because I brought out the Aurea in defense mode. I should have brought it out in attack mode. But I think I forgot because I think the same thing that happened with Rain. Because Dennis played the Mythic Ruler version and the Hieratic version. So I think I was playing around the hands and I dropped Aurea in defense mode and he was able to Blader over my Aurea. And it didn't cost me the game, but I couldn't special summon level 8 or level 5 or higher monsters that turn. So it set me back a turn. And then he top decked into Wing Beat and Wing Beated my all my spells, my double Miracle first. So he came back and won that first game. Anyways, it looks like Randy normal summons Eclipse Wyvern, synchros with Raiden. And I'm pretty sure he's going to go Crimson Blader. Yeah, he's raining Tefnua. Yeah, it can't attack. That's all it does. It's not being attributed. It's not going to do anything else. So let's see. He's gonna draw off of Maxi. Yes. Now banishes JD for Eclipse Wyvern's effect. We already went over this game 1. So you can't really play around Blader. That's the thing. It's like in Dragon Ruler format, you would kind of play around Blader by bringing out Redox in defense mode or Blaster in a. I guess Blaster kind of played around it. So yeah, he Bladers him and then so he hits him for 28. And yeah, so Blader, if it destroys opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, until I think for the next turn they cannot normal or special summon level 5 or higher monsters. Which Dennis's deck is all level 5 or higher monsters. The Esset, the Tefnuit, the Su, all the Dragon Rulers. So, yeah, Dennis concedes. Loses to Blader. So we are going to game 3. Will Randy pull off the Legacy 2-0? And get to his first finals? We'll see. We'll see what they side against each other. So Dennis is going first, game 3. All right, so he starts out by with Gold Sark. Which ruler is he going to Gold Sark? Or will he Gold Sark Soul Charge? My guess is right here he's probably going to Sark a ruler. So he gets Tempest, adds Debris Dragon. Yes, for those of you guys who may not know, the Dragon Rulers all have 3 effects, but you can only use 1 effect per turn. They have the effect to special summon themselves from your hand or graveyard. They have effects when they're banished. And they also have in-hand effects. But I'll go over it when Dennis decides to use them. So he continences his Debris Dragon away, and then upstarts, and then activates the Hieratic. That's a Rhoda for Hieratics. One thing I don't remember is if that card. I know that card was semi-limited at one point, but I don't know if it was semi-limited during hat format. Because that deck had been out for a while at this point. I think that deck came out in 2012. So yeah, he's telling Randy search Su. So he normal summons Esset, special summons Su. Now Randy's looking through somebody's binder. You know Randy doesn't have Maxi or DD Crow. One thing I used to hate so much was when you would play. This was in 2012 format. I used to hate Like you would get your opponent would summon Rescue Rabbit on you turn one, and then your sixth card was Maxi, or your opponent would Magician Shark you and then hand loop you, and then your sixth card would be Maxi. Oh man, I used to hate that so much. All right, so it looks like Denis is gonna. He made a tomb, brought out guards, special summons Redox, and makes Spark Dragon. So this obviously has emptiness. Yep. Now let's see if Randy can get out of that emptiness. So he starts off by summoning Lumina. Thinking about sending a back row. End phase mills Maxi. There's the Maxi. Maxi, Soul Charge, and JD. So 2 power cards. All right, now Denis is going to activate a Tombs effect to bring out another dragon from his deck. Which dragon is he going to bring out? He's going to add Tempest next turn. Yeah, I don't know how Randy deals with a Spark Emptiness combo. I guess Breakthrough Skill. Yeah, Breakthrough Skill and is there a way Randy can play around Spark Emptiness? I guess Randy could have. Should Randy have attacked the Spark? He has Honest, right? So he attacks Lumina. He attacks Spark Dragon. Drops the Honest. Then Denis is forced to probably protect his Spark Dragon. Oh, I see. No, that's not worth it because then he just protects his Spark Dragon when Randy declares the attack. Okay, yeah, no, that was not worth it. I see. But, yeah, this is not looking good for Randy. Denis has 2 Dragon Rulers. He banished Blaster, so Blaster's effect is Search. He searches Guard, activates another Consonance. He's going to XYZ summon into what? Does Denis play around the 1 Honest? Because he could go Big Eye here if he wants. I was thinking could he have OTK'd him? Let's say he would have, if he didn't use the consonants, he could have made like a scrap dragon, pop something, and then protect. Would that have been 9,000? Let me see, 28, 26, 25. Yeah, that would have been game. That would have been game. But he's playing it safe. He's got. I guess he can use Draco Sax effect. I guess we didn't go over Draco Sax effect. Yeah, Draco Sax effect is you contribute a Mecha Panda Beast monster you control to pop any card on the field. But Draco Sax cannot attack the turn and use that effect. Now the tokens count as Mecha Panda Beast monsters. You can also attribute itself. That's how people would play around Skill Drain. So he goes for the back row. See, I would have thought it was a Needlebug Nest or a Breakthrough Skill. I would not have predicted a bluffed Soul Charge. Yeah, I probably would have gone for game here. Denis has emptiness, so he's still fine. But I was thinking, maybe I would have kept the continents in my hand, gone Scrap Dragon, and just gone for game. And if Randy would be probably forced, if that back row was a Needlebug Nest, Randy would be forced to try and snipe not snipe, but try to hit a Necro Gardener off the Needlebug Nest. All right, but I think Denis is still gonna win. He's got emptiness. But now, Randy can keep the Lumina on the field. Sorry, Denis took 1,000 from the Honest. So now Randy summons Rotos for Raiden. I think he has to normal summon the Raiden because Randy knows it's emptiness. We all know it's emptiness. He wouldn't go Spark unless he has emptiness. Or he's just bluffing him. It's possible, but no, there's the emptiness. Now he's going to... Oh, he used Raiden's effect to mill the top 2 cards. Attacks over the token. End phase, he's going to mill 5 cards. He did hit a Necro Gardener, but... Let's see. So Randy might live a turn. So now He attacks over Lumina for 16. And now Draco's attack over the Raiden for 9 and Spark. So I think Randy's going to Necro the Spark here. Yep. So Dennis passes, and let's see, and Randy concedes, just loses this. Yeah, Spark Emptiness is just hard. Actually, Dennis and I went to game 3, and he beat me with Spark Emptiness as well. He went first game 3, did the exact same play, and I just had no out. So congrats to Dennis getting back to his 5th finals. We'll see if he can get the 4th win. We'll see maybe next time Randy will get to his first finals in hat format. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And also check out the link in the description. I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles or product at Epic Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, all caps, one word. Yep, I'll see you guys next time.